Reid, it's great to be back with you. Thank you.
Anytime. Listen, this sovereignty bill we've introduced here in Oklahoma has some legs. It has some feet. It's starting to walk. And we're happy that, the folks here in the state are seeing that, states need to stand up for their own rights.
Well, and I think we've covered it World Net Daily. You've got both Senator Randy Brogdon and I guess it's Charles Key in the House that have been responsible for getting the sovereignty bill introduced. And they're both committed to the fact that under the 9th and 10th Amendments, which, say specifically that the powers not enumerated to the federal government are limited to, reside in the states and the people. Our founding fathers did not want an imperial presidency. And what we've got an imperial, Congress. And what we've got now is a federal government that is imposing unfunded obligations on the states. And I think, as we can see with the Obama administration, is bent on creating a massive government. And states are just rebelling. They're saying too much, and Oklahoma's leading the way.
And Dr. Corsi, I have a surprise for you here. We do actually have Senator Randy Brogdon on the line with us this morning.
That's great.
Hi, Senator. How you doing, sir?
Good morning, Reid. Good morning, Dr. Corsi.
Hi, Randy. How are you?
I'm doing great.
This is my dream team right here. I mean, I'm just I'm happy as
well. I think Senator Brogdon has been certainly leading the way in Oklahoma on this sovereignty bill. He led last year in blocking the Trans-Texas corridor from coming north into Oklahoma. He's really done an outstanding job for Oklahoma.
Senator, what was it that was paramount to you that we must pass this legislation?
Well, I tell you, I am deeply concerned about our freedom and about our liberty. I don't have a doctor's degree like Dr. Corsi does. I'm not Harvard educated, but I love this nation, I love my country, and I love liberty. And I am bound and determined to protect it as long as I have a breath within me. And I believe that we can take our nation back, Reid, but it's going to have to be done state by state. This Congress has proven themselves to be in the mindset to be such overreachers and underachievers. And if we're going to make a move in this country to regain our freedom and our sovereignty and our liberty, it'll be done at the state level. So that's what I feel like my mission in life is right now.
Yeah, Dr. Corsi, state and local level, wouldn't you say, too?
Well, I agree with Senator Brogdon. You've got here a situation where this Congress, under the Democratic Congress under Barack Obama, is leading in a direction which is going to oppose a socialism we've never had in America, this massive welfare state. And I see today that the stock market is poised for an opening under 7,000, which is exactly where I predicted it would be, because we just can't spend our way with deficit spending. How are we going to comprehend even $2 trillion deficits? That President Obama thinks that he can do this. I mean, as I wrote in the Abomination, President Obama is a far leftist socialist. And now everything I've written in that book is being proven true.
Well, and we're seeing reports. I think there's a link right at the top of Drudge this morning about him meeting with the UK Prime Minister, because this is all going to be, this is a global thing now. Well, isn't that what you've been saying for a year?
Well, it's also exactly what I've been saying, the late great USA, and we just have it out in paperback. I'm hard at work in a book called America for Sale. I can't write enough about this right now. Sometimes I feel like I'm writing 24 hours a day trying to warn people that this is a globalist scheme, and I'm convinced that this whole recession, if it wasn't created by the globalists, they intend to exploit it. And the next thing we're going to hear from President Obama, mark my words, is comprehensive immigration reform and open borders. This is the same agenda that the globalists have had for decades, and they're going to use this economic downturn as a crisis to advance their leftist agenda.
Senator Brogdon, your legislation to me is kind of like laying sandbags right there before the foxhole. Is that? I mean, we just need to establish a couple of things first and kind of say, let's get this straight again. Is that the way you kind of see it?
Yeah, I mean, our roadmap has been laid out before us since the mid 1700s. We do have our Constitution that gives us a very clear indication of the rule of law and how we are supposed to conduct ourselves. And I'm telling you, the problems that are plaguing this nation, the ills that we are suffering economically, can all be repaired and fixed if we would live under the rule of law that our Declaration of Independence has so clearly spelled out and that are protected in the Constitution. Listen, I read ideas matter, and the idea that that we can move to a global socialist agenda is the wrong idea for this nation. And I believe people are starting to wake up. They're starting to realize, in fact, that's not going to work. That's not what this is all about. So I believe this is more than sandbags. We do have to, stop the leak in the dam, but it's a gusher right now. Our freedom is very rapidly being taken away from us.
All right.
It's going to take all of us to stand up to regain it.
Okay, I'm out of time, Senator. Thank you very much. Dr. Corsi, we want to get people on WorldNet Daily, sign up for your Red Alert, and then also find your books on there as well, I believe.
Well, that's right. Take a look at redalert.wnd.com, and thank you. I am really happy we got this Late Great USA out in paperback. It's only about $10 on Amazon right now, and I think it's just an important, none of this money from the federal government is going to come for free. It's going to have its strings attached. And Oklahoma's well advised to say, look, we're fine running Oklahoma for Oklahomans, but, a welfare state on this magnitude, I think we've all got to reject. I'm proud of Oklahoma for taking the lead on the sovereignty movement.
All right. Thank you very much. Good to talk to you, Dr. Corsi.
Great honor, pleasure to be with you, Reid. Thank you.
Well, that's 640 of 1000 KTOK.